The one skill you need to improve and figure out your purpose as a student is investing in yourself. That's one thing it took me so long to understand. Like, it took me months and months. I used to sit around and be like, how am I going to find my purpose? How? And then I felt lost. And then I realized something. You can't find your purpose just sitting down saying, I'm going to find my purpose. I'm going to find my purpose. That's not how it works. You got to invest in yourself. Because when you have the mentality shift of investing in yourself, you realize that, okay, because your purpose is not something that you discover that, oh, wow, that's my purpose. It's something you create by learning different things, by looking at different opportunities. And then you go, oh, I like this and this. Maybe I can do something with that. And one of the best ways to do that is investing in yourself. Because if you don't invest in yourself, you don't see different opportunities. I know as college students, we already hate our classes. We don't like taking exams. So you're taking classes, you're studying a little, doing your homework, passing. And after that, you want to also party with your friends. You want to drink, you want to have fun, you want to go out. And you want to do this. There's not enough time to do that. There is enough time. Just letting you know there is enough time. Because what college doesn't make us realize is passing classes and taking exams is not going to make you learn the skill. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again and trying to better yourself every time, a little bit at a time, is going to make you better. And new opportunities don't just appear. You need to have that mind of, okay, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to get myself to do better. And when you do start doing that, that's when you start looking at opportunities and different opportunities. Because different opportunities allow you to see, do I like this? Do I not like this? What do I like about this? What do I not like about this? And by doing that over and over again, you start understanding overall what your purpose could be. Like for me, I graduated and then I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm getting my master's, but I don't know what my purpose is. And that's when I started getting the opportunity of looking at new things to invest in myself, to get better. And the two things I did was, one, start being more self-aware. See what you are bad at. See what your shortcomings are. And then you try to improve them. For me, I realized I was bad at communication. I know people, every college student says, I'm amazing at communication. Every person in the corporate world, I'm amazing, but nobody is. But it's one of the hardest skills to get good at because it takes behavioral change. It takes you to change how you speak, change how you talk, change how you pause. And all of those things I started doing because I realized that, okay, I am not that good at communication. So I bought a course for someone called Vin Jang, amazing communicator. He's on YouTube too. And that ability of taking that information and trying to get better a little bit at a time allows you to be able to go, oh, I like communication. I like this. This is what I not like about communication. And then the second thing that allows you to find more opportunities to invest in yourself is start thinking, what do you want to do in the long term? And once you start realizing what you want to do in the long term, you start thinking, okay, what are the step-by-step things I need to accomplish to get to that? For example, I want to start a school community to help college students find their purpose. And then I realized the best way to get people and get members into my free community was through content. So I started practicing content. And then I bought a course with someone who's amazing at school communities, and someone that's also amazing at YouTube, and being able to learn from them. But the main point is, these are not done for your services. You're not going to pay them. They're going to just do it for you. There's a lot of work you need to do too, to be able to learn that skill, to improve yourself. And that's the difference between college and this. In college, you can study a little, do a little homework, and you pass the class. Here, there's a lot of work to do over and over and over again. And that comes to my last point. The only way you can do those two things is by investing in yourself. And in college, it's hard to make money. I'm not gonna lie. Any of these services is expensive because good things cost money. And that's why I was working 2 to 3 jobs and saving as much as possible to be able to invest in myself. Because when you save that much money, you're able to, okay, I'm going to invest in this. I'm also going to invest in this. And no, work on it. Instead of you going, man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. My rent is due. I have food to eat. I have stuff to do. I want to go out with friends. You need to sacrifice somewhere. I sacrifice with going out with my friends. I stopped going out with my friends, stopped eating out, and saving as much as possible. That way I can invest in myself and become better. Because that's the only way you can find your purpose. You can't find your purpose sitting on a couch, then hoping, man, I'll find my purpose. I'll find my purpose. I'll find my purpose. I am purposeful. I am purposeful. Just saying that over and over again, nothing is gonna happen. Nothing. But if you start working on yourself, start improving step by step, you'll get a clearer view of what your purpose is. So the 3 things you have to do is change your mentality on investing in yourself and have an open mind on how I can get better and improve myself. The second thing was look for either things you want to do in the long term and then break it down and see, okay, what is the first step to achieve that? Or try to look at what you're weak at and try to improve that. And the last thing we talked about, you need to start saving money because all these courses and things are expensive for college students like us. And the only way you can do that is say no. Say that you're gonna stay at home. You're gonna eat at home. You're gonna not go out. No clubs. And then save that money to then invest in yourself. But if you say that I also want to go out, you have to be ready to work 2-3 jobs. That's what I did, 2-3 jobs and college to be able to save enough money to go out sometimes too and invest in yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also watch my last 2 videos. And I'll see y'all next time.